Okay, here's where we left off. Um, Words indicating actions occurring at the same time, or nearly the same time. When I was in high school, I had a car. When is also a question word asking about when something happened or when an event occurred. We can use this word to also show that at the same time two events were happening. So I was owning a car and I was in high school at the same time. As soon as I got to the theater, I looked for a seat. So I got to the theater, and then very next thing I did was look for a seat. As soon as. Once. Once I finished my geometry, I started studying chemistry. So once is showing, we use word once a lot, like it happened once, meaning one time. Once upon a time, that's a famous introduction to a fantasy story. And once can also be used to show that in order, this happened and then this happened right after it. The moment that. The moment that I saw her, I knew who she was. So as soon as it happened, that very second, that moment. So again, when, as soon as, once, in the moment that. Many times you are going to use these at the very start of the sentence. Okay, these are probably our most common time order words, before and after, and then by the time, until. Before my husband left, I had already packed his bag, so I packed the bag first and then he left. After, after she eats dinner, Mrs. Warner will go shopping, so eat dinner will happen first and then eat dinner. So before is something that happened in the past, and after is going to happen later or in the future. By the time. By the time I get to Denver, I will have traveled 200 miles. By the time is basically saying once one event ends, this second event will have occurred. By the time I get home, the movie will have already started. So two different events are happening at the same time. Until. I cleaned the house until my wife came home. Until is marking the end of an event. We will be working on this test until 10:05. So that means at 10:05 we are done working on the test. Until. Okay, here is the homework. Write a question that could go with each answer. So, question, and the answer is I eat dinner at 7 p.m. Question number 2, you have to write, and then it says I've lived in the United States for 5 years. 3, I moved here in 2015. What question could go with that? It takes me 20 minutes to walk to school. What question could go with that? I wake up at 6:45 a.m. What question could go with that answer? Then place the correct prepositional phrase before the time phrase. I wake up at 7:15 blank the morning. I go to bed blank 9 o'clock p.m. We have a test blank Monday. Blank the school day. I go to many different classes. I was born blank a Monday. She was born blank December. I have so many blank the summer. I should say I have done so many fun things. There we go. Blank the summer. Okay, now read the story and then place the events in order by placing a number next to the sentence. Every morning, Julie wakes up at 7 a.m. Before she eats breakfast, she washes her face and gets dressed. She always has her outfit ready to go because she lays out what she will wear the night before. After Julie gets dressed, she eats breakfast and looks at her phone as she eats. Once she is done eating, she brushes her teeth and fixes her hair. Finally, she makes sure she has her bag properly packed and leaves for school. brushes her teeth and fixes her hair, lays out her clothes, leaves for school, goes to bed and sleeps, washes her face and gets dressed, packs her bag, wakes up, eats breakfast, looks at her phone. For the next section, you will use the following terms in an original sentences: ago, as soon as, while, before, during, until, once, the moment, and I'm going to put the moment that because I like that phrase better. That sounds more natural to me. Okay, so if you're one of my students, you will be downloading this as a document, and you should be then typing in it or typing your answers up separately. You can always copy and paste and type in your answer. If you are watching this on YouTube and you want to attempt this at home, feel free to. If you leave me a comment so that I know that somebody's actually watching this, then I can upload the correct answers. All right, good luck everyone.